Need to turn on the
need
mic.
sound.
Sound
We
is
have
a
sound
very
now.
good point.
Hopefully we have sound now.
Yes. Should we just see if the sound
Hello.
is on?
Yes, can anyone just write in chat and just let us know that we do actually have sound on and everything is running and you can hear us? That would be great.
It makes the talk much better.
For sure.
Unless, of course, there be some masters out there in lip reading.
They can hear us.
Perfect.
Thank you. Perfect.
All right. So thank you for joining us. So today we're going to be sharing with you some very special authors by Pietro. We're also going to be sharing with you some of the cards we recently bought from Cold Heroes to get a little extra for our decks and do a little pimp and upgrade. And lastly, we're going to be talking about the spoilers for Arthurian Legends, because some of those cards look really spicy. So hello and welcome, and thank you for joining us.
And I'm just going to run down the chat here and just say hello to everybody for a while. Cosmic Seeds might still be here with us. Rain, welcome. Chris, good to see you. Clayton, Emmett, Ellen, and Andre. Hello, everyone. It's great to see you. So, again, should we just start off with the cards that we bought from Cold Heroes? Okay, John, thank you. Hi, Johnny. We will just be sharing a bit with you about why we bought these cards and just like show you some nice looking cards. Let's go.
And thank you, Jordan. We're happy to hear it.
And let's just get our faces out of the way and show you some cards. Okay,
Indeed.
so you bought some cards.
Yep.
I bought some cards, and we sort of jointly bought some cards. Do you want to present yours? I'm just going to snag mine.
And as you can see, that is sort of the minority of the cards board. But then again, I actually think that one of these is yours too.
Yes, sorry. Yes, I'll snag that.
Yep. All right. So what decks have I been brewing? After great inspiration from Kevmo, I made or built a Spark Mage deck, but I needed the Kythera mechanism to make my haunting Headless Haunt be a little more consistent and also be consistent when hitting with your Spark Mage and be consistent with hitting with the lightning bolts. And for that, intent and purpose, Kythera mechanism is just a great card. And I actually bought two, but I've already added one to a spirit deck. I also built. And my spirit deck was sort of a bastard between a Enchantress deck and a spirit deck. I think it might work better with the Sorcerer avatar to get some of that card draw, when you are nearing the end game. But I couldn't, of course, help myself to buy a Enchantress.
And the foil one, yes.
Because at one point, I will be making an Enchantress deck. I think it's a very fun avatar to be playing. And for that, I needed some wildfires. And, funnily enough, even though it's only an exceptional, we almost didn't get any wildfires in the total of 10 boxes or something.
I think that's I think that's not enough. I think we might have gotten around in total. I think we've opened something like 15 beta boxes. And out of all those 15 beta boxes, we got like two
wildfires,
maybe three. I found one.
Yeah.
So I think 3 out of and they're only exceptional. So that's pretty crazy. Hello, Matthias. Mystic Moves. Good to see you. Rage Cody. Awesome.
And of course, a Philosopher's Stone. This card is such a powerhouse. And with Arthurian Legends coming on, with more multicolored cards, I think this is going to be a very good stable. So we were kind of like, we need to get one each to have for decks before these get any more expensive, because it's kind of an expensive card already.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't know if I would necessarily advise people to run out and buy stuff. We were just like, okay, we have some extra available funds this month. Maybe we should just buy some of the cards that we have been wanting to get for some decks. But if beta, and I'm saying if, but there should be a beta reprint. If that is coming in October, the cards could possibly get cheaper. So, I mean, it might be a bad idea to buy right now, but we had the funds. We wanted to play with the cards, so we got the cards.
Yeah, and also just be, sure to get them.
Yeah, exactly.
And yeah, same goes with Atlantean Fate. You know it. It's a very, very powerful card. Might be the most powerful card in Water right now. And this card just wins games.
Yeah,
It destroys thresholds. It gives extra water that your waterbound minions can sort of move around in. It submerges. It's a all around great card. And
absolutely.
with Arthurian Legends, with a greater emphasis on sites and sites placement, I think this is going to be a very good card.
Yes, and if the cards that we've seen so far from Arthurian Legends is any, pinpointing to where this is going, just think about some stuff like Hangout. I mean, if anything, it does seem like placement of sites will be more important, and you definitely want to be able to disrupt that. So either with Atlantean Fate, but also something like Earthquake. I think that is something I would consider stocking up on because presumably there are no reprints in Arthurian Legends. So you want to get the beta cards that you want now, more or less.
Yeah. We also only have one Death Dealer. It's in the binder, in the complete set. But, a lot of powerful minions
Yeah.
are coming in Arthurian Legends. And having a board wipe, that's great. And I'm playing, a monocolored fire deck. So I needed this.
Absolutely.
And lastly, you know her, you love her, Highland Princess. Very good card to find those cores in that Philosopher's Stone. And also do notice that we have a regular beta. It's hard to see. Yeah, can I get it to focus?
Yeah, I do think it's both summer,
And
but
I
it
think-
is more intensive. There's no,
but hopefully you can see the color difference, especially if you look at the hair.
yeah, one is definitely more saturated.
One is definitely, fire red, and the other's a bit more orange, gingery.
Yeah.
Indeed. So, what did you buy, Sophie?
Okay, so guys, I don't know. I didn't buy strategic stuff because we already
I didn't
had.
either.
Yeah, you did. We already had all the cards that I actually am playing right now. I'm playing a version of the Fury Road deck, which I'm having a lot of ton of fun with. It's really aggressive, but you can definitely build up your site for a while. And it's been a lot of fun to just pilot that deck. So I wanted to get this is not for a deck building, but I wanted to get my favorite card, art, or one of the favorites at least. I'm going to see if I can show it. Um, yes, it is Quagmire, and it is a foil version. I have really been wanting to get a foil Quagmire. I think it's a beautiful card by KO. And I also got this as an altar from KO's wife, Vivian. So I thought let's start a little collection of Quagmires. So that's one of the cards. I really enjoy playing Amazon Warriors in the deck in Fury Road. So I wanted to have that in foil. I have like an idea that I might want to bling out the entire deck, but that's a slow process. Otherwise, I need to find myself a new day job. Teaching does not pay well enough to bling it all out, not right away. And I also got myself a P Stone. I feel like right now, I think P Stones are reasonably priced. And I think this card is going to get more and more powerful as the sets continue. And if they are trying to go the old school Magic way, I don't know if this is actually getting a reprint. So getting a hold of one right now felt like a good option and also something that we can play because we had a P Stone, but it is in our binder for the full beta set. So we wanted to get an extra P Stone each so we have it to play with. But I won't be getting several copies. I think if I'm playing this in more than one deck, I'll probably just be switching it out onto the different decks because it is sort of a costly card. So that was my tiny collection purchase compared to Jens's.
Indeed. But I think, these are some of the cards that we think might become important and also some of the cards we just love the art of. But we will be making a video where we go through some of the cards in
Yes.
different elements, different avatars, different sites of cards we think might become really good when Arthurian Legends
Yeah.
hits the stores and, tournaments around the globe.
Yeah, for sure. We wanted to do like more of an in-depth video about it. This was just some of the cards we needed for play, like for decks right now or in the future. But we have been thinking that would be kind of cool just like get an overview of all the different cards in beta that you probably want to get your hands on before Arthurian Legends comes. And one of them definitely being Earthquake, but there's also a lot of cards on the list. But that video is coming up. We just need some time to record it. I'm just gonna keep up the chat here for a while.
I see some Questing Beasts fans out
Yeah,
there.
for sure.
We're going to be mentioning that card a little later because
Yes,
that could
Questing
be a
Beast
powerhouse.
looks amazing, and I'm thinking like, I think Sir Yvain together with Questing Beast and the whole lands. I mean, that's a lot of a double whammy. Upa, you're saying that a lot of the cards right now underpriced. I think they are accurately priced right now, but I think if Beta does not get a substantial reprint beyond what is coming right now, at least in the US, they say that it's very, very limited per store, and mostly for the stores who did a lot of in-store gaming. And even those stores are not getting a ton of beta boxes. So again, I think we're going to slowly but surely run out of beta cards. And if you think the price is right for them right now, I would definitely try and pick some up. I'm not certain that we're done buying cards from Fowle. I might be persuaded to get a few more full copies of some of the cards I really like.
And also a few cores, maybe.
Yes, a few cores. Again, some of those cards that we feel like are going to maintain value and maybe also get more valuable in game with gameplay as time passes, because the cores and the P-Stone are only going to get better as we get more and more cards with more and more thresholds and more different elements to them. Okay, yes. Oh, you pulled 2 P-Stones. Wow, nice. That's the way to keep yourself supplied, having one for the binder and one for gameplay. That's amazing. John, I completely agree. I think that the foils is like an amazing feature. Not only is the foil incredibly well done, the embossed text is beautiful, but also just having that full art on the back of the card is such a great idea. You really get to enjoy the full art, and I love the fact that the artists get to play around with having those little Easter eggs. And you can also see on the new card for Sir Lancelot, you can see that little lion thing that's precisely placed under the text box. I think that's kind of cool.
Indeed.
Yes. Should we show some altars and then we can talk a bit about the spoilers?
Yes.
Is that the
Yes.
plan? Okay, so I'm just gonna introduce,
because they are really cool.
They are super cool. First of all, look at this. This is a beautiful piece of art. Just the wrapping in itself is actually really nice looking. Pietro is an artist, and I got in touch with him because I thought he had done some really cool altars via his Instagram profile. I've linked his profile down in the description, so you can go have a look at all the cool stuff he does. And he said, "Hey, would you mind it if I sent you some cards and you could give them away on live stream?" And we haven't actually opened them up. We haven't seen them in person yet, so we're going to experience that together with you guys. Do you want to do the handling because you're like closer to the camera?
The nerves. Yeah. So there goes the seal. But look at that wrapping. That is gorgeous. You
It's
can also
amazing.
feel some texture. And yeah. All right. But in here, we actually have
Got two.
Two. Yes. And do you remember which is which?
I think you need to pick that one.
I need to pick that one. I'm just
the
going to
packaging.
take a little peekaboo. Nope, not that one.
Not that one. Okay, so guys,
I'm taking a little.
we have Pietro sent us a little something extra, and I just need to check with him. But in case it isn't a gift, we will also be looking at making sure that that goes to someone in the community as well. But for this one, he suggested some combos, and we talked about it. And Whirling Blades and Sirocco Scorpions was a really nice combo at the time, and he wanted to do something with the card art that fit together, so you get like a really cool altar that also plays individually, but if you line them up, they fit together and they look really, really cool. I mean, just like the packaging itself is like a piece of art, and you actually also get some letters with this.
Should I just show?
Yeah, do that.
Because that is really cool. So we just opened it to see what is this, and it was really, really cool because in here you actually have a document of authenticity. You can see it's an altar, and you get a description of the altars, and you can also see them here.
Yes, and it also says the different sort of techniques that are used to create the cards. And there's a letter
Just
of
trying to
authenticity,
show
and he
that.
has written, signed it, and everything.
It's
Yeah, you
hard
can
to read.
kind of
You
not
can
really
see
read
it's
it.
oil paint, markers, acrylic, graphite pen.
Yes. And again, I think he does a lot of really cool things. He has done a lot of avatars, and I really like those. I think they are super cool. And he has a super recognizable style. Well, let's show the cards here.
Fanfare.
So, guys, this is what you can win today. As you can see, all of these cards are altars, and they are interconnected. And it is Sirocco Scorpions, two of the cards, and the middle card is Whirling Blades. And they are really nice. I just had a look at them, and they are super cool. So again, these are up for grabs. Please do check Pietro out and give him a little like or say thank you for the giveaway. That would be awesome. Again, his Instagram account is down in the description. Yeah, and these are just going to be given away today during the live stream, and we will tell you how in a little bit.
Indeed, because we need to talk a little bit about all the spoilers.
Yes.
But yeah,
exactly.
It's nice to see that people are also like,
yeah,
this
they
is
are
cool.
super cool. I mean, we're looking at them
I wish I
up
had this
close and
talent.
in person. They just look super cool, and yeah, definitely. I don't know if I would be brave enough to play with them. I might just want to have them like on display. But they're really cool, and I love the fact that they interconnect.
Yeah.
That's like a huge thing. I love that also with Mirage Lands in Magic the Gathering, that you can like have an entire tableau of these. So, guys, we took a look at those. We're going to be finding a winner during the live stream, so please hang tight. Okay, what do we want to do now? Do we want to just catch up with chat for a while, and then we will just go straight into talking about some spoilers?
Yes, let's catch up with the chat, but maybe also switch camera to go to the Curiosa page.
Yes, I am just going to
play with them. Oh yeah, just quadruple sleeve your deck.
I'm not certain I could dare to do that, but
Fun
again,
story. Sophie actually has a
why do we need to tell this story?
Angel Commander
Why?
deck that she double sleeved, and it is such, it's so tall that it couldn't fit in a regular deck box. We actually have it in a bundle pack to actually fit it anywhere.
Yeah.
When she stacks that deck, it's like 30 centimeters high or something. It's absolutely crazy.
It looks absolutely ridiculous.
You can't shuffle it.
I have fairly small hands, so I can't actually shuffle this deck, but like I have to divide it into like 4 different little stacks, and then I can shuffle. So don't quadruple your decks. That must be like the golden rule. It doesn't work out.
And also Rage Cody says that Pietro only has 82 followers.
Let's fix that.
Fix that. Follow.
Yes, please. Okay. Thank you, Rage Cody. See, that's the support I need. I need a new deck box. I don't need to unsleeve everything.
You have a deck box.
Yes.
It's just a bundle.
Funny guy. Okay, guys, we are going to. Oh, I better put up like a warning. If you do not care to see any spoilers,
oh yeah,
just make yourself a cup of coffee and just like shut your ears and eyes for a little while, because we will be showing some spoilers on screen right now.
And 5, 4, 3. Sorry.
That was just not
too quick.
So, guys, can I see the chat while I'm doing this? I am not certain that I can. Yes, I can actually.
Perfect.
Okay. Can you actually see the
Yeah, they can.
Can you see the cards?
It's a bit small, but
does it need to get a little bit can I just increase a bit of the size here?
Yeah.
Yeah, did that help maybe?
A little. I think it's okay.
Okay. So, Sir Yvain there, do you have like some initial thoughts? First up, he is Earth and Water threshold, 2 of each, 5, and then he's a 3 power and 2 toughness or defense attack power.
Yeah, I remember when I saw him the first time, I was like, yeah, and we didn't know about lands at that point.
Right.
Um, but being able to make a beast big and also give him more power, that's kind of good. Also, because if you have a beast, of course you need to have that beast. But if you do have that beast, you're going to have a 5 power, 6 toughness minion for
Yeah.
only 5 casting cost, and you're also going to buff a beast by 2. But as you mentioned before we went on,
Yes.
the new questing beast is actually a beast
Yes.
keyword type. So that means that you can use Surveying together with the questing beast and buff your questing beast by 2.
Yeah,
And
and
then you're
you
going to have
also get the lands with
yeah.
the first strike. I mean, it's going to be
Also because
pretty.
because you can drop the lands. It's an equipment.
Yes.
So you can drop the lands and the questing beast can pick up the lands. And then you have a first strike lethal minion.
Yes.
And just like in Magic, first strike death touch, that is a nuisance to deal with.
Yeah.
And if you have a 7 power minion at that point, because Surveying also boosted, that's very hard to deal with. Of course, you can bury it, but it's a water minion, so hopefully you're going to be on water side, so you can't bury it.
For sure.
It can be submerged, of course.
Yeah,
but
I feel like seeing the questing piece today that just went Yvain's my interest for that card just went up a bit, especially with the lands. And if you drop the lands for the questing piece, that's going to be pretty powerful. Hey, thank you, Louis. That's very cool of you to just drop by. We had a ton of fun with the spoiler, and we are looking forward to seeing yours next week. It's going to be very exciting. And I also think, like, what do you feel about the lance mechanic? Because I feel like people tend to forget that it actually doesn't just add some power; it also gives first strike, and first strike is pretty powerful.
I have mixed feelings because I like that it's a limited ability. I like that it is dependent on a sort of equipment, and like that the equipment breaks after having been used one time. I like the one-time use mechanic. That's cool.
Yeah.
But I don't like having another card on the battlefield. I
Are
don't
you
like having
talking
even
just
more
like
cards on the grid.
clutter in
Yeah.
terms of having more stuff on
Exactly.
Okay, yeah.
I think that can be a tad annoying sometimes.
Yeah, I think I've grown to love the chaos. I think
Yeah.
I'm kind of like, okay, cool. I kind of like having it, and as I'm getting better at the game, I really enjoy. I feel like I have a better overview of what's going on, so I'm not as scared of the clutter anymore.
Thank you, Matthias.
Matthias. That's very kind of you. Thank you so much.
Thank you a lot. That's really cool.
Jordan, no, we do not know where the lands tokens are coming from, but everything else that has a token connected to it has been for now in the box topper. And we know that there will be a box topper for Arthurian Legends. So I would be very I find it very likely that there will be a token for lands in the box topper for Arthurian Legends. I couldn't imagine them not putting it in there actually.
Yeah, that would make sense. Also because I think they have a great, attention to detail and attention that people need to be able to play out of the box.
Yes, it needs to be functional, just like with the actually also just like the beta precon decks. And I really hope that they print more of those because I still think you need a precon product to get easily into the game. But in the precon decks, you also had that little box topper style where you also got some of the tokens. So I think they will be very conscientious about making sure that we do get those tokens so we can play the game.
Rage Curious says you will be required to rip it in half. No, I don't think so. I don't hope so.
Yikes, that would be bad. Then we definitely need to be able to buy more lands tokens in the Dust Reward store. Otherwise, that would be bad.
Indeed. So yeah, a little too much clutter to my taste, but I like the mechanic.
Yeah, I think the mechanic is cool. What about those sprites? Because they actually came out just as we had. That's how it is to create content. They came out the minute we put press on the video. So we made a video with all the spoilers coming from Gen Con, and then they came out. So let's just take a look at those. They are hider sprites. 2 casting cost, 1 air threshold, and 2 for attack and defense power. And they're ordinary fairies. So again, a lot of fairies coming out right now. Definitely building on some typo there.
That sounds so wrong. Sorry. Sorry.
Genesis, name a spell. Spells with that name can't be cast until your next turn. I like that. If you know that there's a high probability of you getting nuked by like a lightning bolt or like a fireball or something like that, it's nice to be able to say, not this turn.
Indeed. It's a nice death door saver. And,
sure.
and also,
For sure.
we don't have many combo decks, but we do have the golem and monks, I believe it is.
Yeah. The one
combo.
that loops.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when you can see that your opponent's about to be able to cast that golem,
Yes.
smack the sprites.
Yes.
No golem for you that turn. And if you have more in hand, you can going to prolong the combo for a very long time. You can also just bounce the sprites again with Fey Changeling and just go on and on.
Yeah. So you guys, what do you think? Are you interested in building around the fairies, or are you interested in using some of these knights? I would love to hear from you in chat what you would like, because I'm seeing a lot of like mixed reactions. Some people seem to think like the knights are super cool. Some of them more usable than others. But I would love to hear what you think. Knights, fairies, mortals, what are we going for with Arthurian Legends?
Mystic Moose would like a Spear of Destiny lands token, Curio. I love the idea. I'm not certain it should be the Spear of Destiny, but maybe another lands art for Curio could be really cool.
Yeah, for sure. Hello, Deadkin. Thank you for joining us.
Also, is it just me, or would you also have loved to see a lands tip towards a blue sky and clouds or something like that?
That was very specific.
Yeah,
I don't know. I kind
of maybe with a banner flowing.
We went to the Medieval Center here in Denmark to do our spoiler card, and please do check out all the spoilers. All the content creators have done an amazing job. So if you go to sorcerytcg.com, you can find all of the spoiler cards and the spoiler videos connected to them. So give people a like. The community has been awesome, and there are a lot of great spoilers. But for ours, we went to the Medieval Center here in Denmark, and we actually got to see all of the knights jousting together in this like lands tournament. I would love to have had, if anything, the lands be like splintered against the shield, like an action shot of the lands in action. I think that would have been really cool. Also because of the mechanic that it breaks when you're done. I think that would have been really cool. But again, you might be able to hire Pietro as an alterist and give him some work. That might be a cool thing. Okay, let's see what people are saying about what they want to do.
Kitchen Table TCG just wants more auras. I'm down with that.
Yes, Jens, your guy there. He's also all about those auras for Enchantress. Rage Cody, loving them both. Yeah, for sure. I just love in general. I'm super pumped for Ale. I just want more cards. Build new stuff. Hey, sweeties.
Now.
Will they update the rules book once Ale comes out? I think there will be like an Ale addendum or like a revamp of the rules books, because there are a lot of new mechanics entering. Earth, Water, Beast deck with Evane and Questing Beast. Boom, Rain. I think you're onto something there. Abagast, hello. Good to see you. You will be playing Water. Is it only me, or does people in chat and do you feel like they're doing a lot of Water right now? Questing Beast, for instance, to really like compensate for Water not being as powerful in Alpha Beta? Am I the only one who's thinking? I'm a little scared.
Might.
I'm a little scared that they might like go overboard with it.
I don't think so.
Probably not. Probably not.
I've utmost faith in them.
Yeah, me
it's
too.
very rare for me. I'm normally like, people are shit. It's going to go wrong. But I really, I think they have a great way of testing the game, and I think they are very passionate about their own game, and therefore they also care that one element doesn't, run amok and gets all the details.
Yeah, and I think of course, they spent years on this, and we're just seeing it now. So of course they play tested everything. I don't know. I just got taken aback a bit by Questing Beast. It feels like a powerful card and like more stuff in the water element. Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like they have big guns already, but of course they also have a high casting cost. So you need to work to get there.
And many of those, big beefy water minions are also uniques, and Questing Beast is also unique.
For sure.
And that it makes it less consistent.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Especially if you're relying on a lot of uniques to get the job done, that's a problem.
No, as we also spoke with Rude about.
Yeah.
I'm actually much more interested to see what kind of broken stuff you can do with ordinaries and the Hamlet. I think that could be maybe the most powerful combo. Just ramping out those little ordinary minions, having a lot of consistency because you can have 4 of the ordinaries in a deck.
Yeah,
and
for
if
sure.
we can find, some sort of mortal theme, sacrifice theme, I think that could, really take people by surprise and do a great aggro vibe.
And already also because you already have like both for mortals and also spirits, you already have like some pretty consistent decks out there that have a pretty good win rate as well, right? It surely looks like the game has found its foundations. Community is engaged in creating fun and in-depth videos about spoilers, for sure. I think it's so cool that everybody has created spoilers that are really in tune with what their channel usually does, but also wanted to do like something extra cool. It's been amazing to see spoiler season. You want another great old one for those water. I get that.
I would actually love to see some sort of sea serpent. We have one, but it's not very good. I would love to see a very powerful sea serpent, a Leviathan type of creature.
Yeah,
I would love
for
that.
sure. Just gonna go to chat a
Water
bit. We
versus
will
Mortis,
we
yeah.
will repeat and find out and look at some of the more spoilers. If there's some big new for markets, future of the franchise, it'll give players and future players confidence to go to the LGS. Yes, and do remember that the end date for LGSs, at least here in Europe, is sometime mid of September. So if you want your LGS here in Europe to order from distribution some Arthurian Legends so you can play in your store, you need to go out and talk to them about it now so they're ready to go.
Love the wordplay. There'll be a tsunami of good water cards.
Yeah, I like that. That's like epic. You missed Gen Con even though you were so close. Oh, that's too bad, man. Yeah, I heard that the batches were completely sold out this year. I actually already got my ticket for Spiel in Germany because I heard that all the exhibitor spots were sold out. So I think it's going to be a really wild year. Spiel is like the biggest gaming convention. So I was like, maybe I need to get a ticket because I do want to be able to come because the hotel and trip and everything is booked. Replacing Blackfire, yeah, definitely. that would be great. Nessie? Ooh, like as in the Loch Ness? Is that what we're talking about, Jordan? I wouldn't mind having like a Loch Ness type thing. That would be cool.
Hamlet, Mirror Realm, and Ordinaries. Oh yeah.
Yeah, and again, Mirror Realm. I mean, we're going to go into it in a video, but I feel like Mirror Realm, that is definitely a card that you need to be on the lookout for.
Yeah.
Being able to copy Teen Tangle, copy
Camelot.
I mean, really powerful cards. I think Mirror Realm, get on it.
Indeed.
Get on
and
it.
Also do remember that Hamlet is an ordinary site.
Yeah, for sure. So,
which is, I think it's a bit broken, but
yes.
I like broken decks.
Absolutely. Okay, guys, let's check out some more cards. We have more cool stuff to see. So this was week 1 with the Hider Sprites and also Sir Yvain. Week 2, we kicked off with Sir Tristan. Do you feel like you have like more you want to add about Sir Tristan?
No, go watch the video if you haven't already. But I think it's a great card. I like the control feel to him. I like being able to tap down enemy minions. And I love that you don't have to be nearby.
Yeah, for sure.
Just tap them. And he doesn't need to tap. So you can tap down stuff. You can attack with him.
Oh, but he does need to tap target nearby enemy.
But you can still attack with him.
Yes, for sure.
And I love that.
But I also like the idea of having a bit more control with the other players. So you can just like tap that 1 minion that's chasing around your avatar or something like that. Okay, then the Sealy Court. This was where we really got a hint that fairies are going to be a thing. Sealy Court is 6 mana cost to cast. It is 2 water threshold and has a power of 5. And it is fairy elite. So fairy, it does count itself. Don't you think so?
Yeah,
Counts itself amongst those fairies. At the start of your turn, players draw a spell for each fairy in the realm. But do notice that it says players, so it would be all players in the game, not just you benefiting from this and getting card draw. How do you feel about like benefiting your opponent?
I hate giving my opponent cards. Um, but then again, if you play this tactically, if you play it at a sort of game-changing time in the game,
Yeah,
it might just be the last oomph you need because you get some of that card draw. You play it at your turn, then it's your opponent's turn, then it becomes your turn, and then you all draw cards. But because sorcery have this turn-based mechanics, your opponent will probably not be able to use those cards, at least in your turn. So if you can finish them off at that turn,
yeah, that
then
would be
then there's
yeah,
no downside to it.
yeah,
And I still think that card would be really fun in a multiplayer game. That would be absolute
yeah, four
chaos.
player. Kitchen Table TCG has like a 4 player map that we've been using, and like the whole 4 player thing. It is so much fun.
It's hilarious.
I think it might actually be one of my favorite ways to play sorcery, because like the randomness of whoa, okay, stuff exploding, poison nova hits everyone, not just your creatures. I mean, I think it's a lot of fun. But
And
I
also you need to be on the lookout. Could also imagine a two-headed giant kind of gameplay that would be
yeah,
really fun with that card.
and they did actually at the Beast of the Bay. They did two-headed giant, and they're bringing some of the playmats for the two-headed giant format to Sorcery Con Las Vegas. Again, if you are in the US, if you are local to Las Vegas, I think this is an amazing event. I think they have 9 sorcery artists coming right now. But if you are in Europe, please do go get your tickets for Spiel so we can say hi to you there and play some games. Okay, so the last card of last week was the Sugar Plum Pixies. More fairies.
Yeah,
How do you feel about that one?
I love it.
Cool.
I think it's a
Why?
very powerful card.
Yeah.
It's a 2 casting cost. It only has 1 threshold, and you get a 2 power airborne minion. Already there, it's a great card. You get a lot of value, but at the end of your turn, untap another target ally.
Yeah.
That is really powerful. That means that if you can, use this card in conjunction with some of your big guns, you can attack with the big guns, you can do damage with them, and you can untap them at the end of your turn and have a very powerful, beefy blocker.
Yeah, for sure. And again, I also like the idea that you sort of keep it hanging around so you can use it at the right point with the right, ally minion. I think that's a very nice fairy.
Yeah,
And
and
if
also, it has airborne, which
yeah,
gives you a lot of, movement versatility,
freedom of movement. Yeah.
and combine it with what's it called, updraft rich, and you get even more movement. So you can actually
Oh, I hadn't thought about that. I
move that
think
little spirit, not
yeah,
spirit, what's
fairy.
it, fairy,
Yeah.
to where you need it to be on the battlefield.
Yeah, Jordan, you're saying that this is the one that you are actually the most excited for. I love that people are like really excited about different things. I also think like the Hamlet's going to be amazing, but in general, I have a hard time really assessing cards before I play them. So I'm like just considering the options, but I feel like I need to play them and see what they really do in game with physical cards, preferably, to really get a good handle and feel for the cards. I'm just so bloody excited to play some Arthurian Legends soon. Abelgast, I can't wait to see you. It's going to be amazing and get to play in the box tournament. If you haven't heard, there for the world premiere at Spiel on the Thursday, the 3rd of October. They're going to have 64 players play sealed format, but instead of just having 6-pack, you get an entire box of Arthurian Legends, and that's going to be like the first time that everybody is like playing in a tournament with it. I think it's going to be so fun. I am going to suck. I'm really bad at building decks, especially cards that I don't know. But I was just like, this sounded like such a wacky and like really fun, cool event. I was like, okay, cool, we're doing that.
Yeah, just imagine people, pulling some of those
For sure.
nice cards and just be like, look, what I got over here.
Yeah, I mean, if we just get to see like maybe we're 64 players, so at least 64 boxes. If people open like one of the Chase Knights, maybe a Curio, yeah, I'm so excited, super super excited.
But imagine the stress of looking through all the cards, not skipping too many, and still, get a hang of what did I pull, what did I draw, and what should I build.
Also, I mean, again, Sorcery, they're not going to spoil the entire set. So there will be so many cards that we don't know about, and probably some of the powerful cards, maybe. So yeah, and it's going to be confusing, but my focus is like having a lot of fun and hopefully hanging out and meeting a lot of people. So excited for that. That was week 2. Yeah. Okay, then we go into this week's spoilers. First up, we had our good friend and extended nerd family, Jürgen from Nerd and Proud of It YouTube channel. He did a really cool interview with Jeff Menges, and it is harassing ruffians, ordinary mortals, but they have a little fun flavor. What do you think about the flavor? It says units attacked by harassing ruffians can't be defended.
I think it's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Still, it's an ordinary. You can bring it out with a Hamlet a turn earlier.
Yeah, for sure.
You could equip it with a lance, maybe.
Yeah.
But then you have a 4-power minion that can attack another thing, another minion that can't be defended against. I think it could be good. I think it's not the most powerful card set, but of course every card can't be. Yeah, it's fine. It's a good ordinary. And of course, all cards can't be, the most powerful card.
Yeah, exactly. Jordan, do you get to bring the cards away with you? Yes. For this event, you had to pay. It's not taking place at the Spiel convention, but rather at White Rabbit Game Store, which is also located in Essen. It's like a 5-minute drive away. You got to buy a seat at this tournament for, I think it was 125 euros. And with that was both for participation, but also to buy yourself an entire box of Arthurian Legends. So very cool. You get to open the box, play with the box, and take home everything.
Yeah, and a 2 fire threshold makes it, a good card also for Flamecaller.
True.
But yeah, of course, having a 2 threshold means you can't bring it out turn 2 because Hamlet is, if I remember correctly, an Earth site.
Yeah.
Or maybe an no threshold site. I can't remember.
No, isn't it? I feel like it's an Earth.
Yeah, I think it's an Earth.
Or maybe it's just because the colors are so similar to a lot of the ordinary Earth sites. So
yeah, I can't remember.
We have it on our Discord. We can check afterwards. I'm just going to say...
just go to, let in the cat.
Yes.
It rains and it's pretty unhappy to be.
Hello, Nathan. Great to see you. Benjamin, very nice to see you as well. I feel like the Ruffians are going to be like a good, decent card. And again, being able to actually make sure that you do hit something if you get them a lance. I mean, there are ways to get around and making it more powerful, I feel like. So definitely going to be a fun card. Let's check out the next one. Sir Lancelot was spoiled by Team Covenant. Again, go check out all these videos. A lot of them are a ton of fun. Sir Lancelot, he is a fire earth. So, I mean, just the 2 element combinations is a really popular combination with having both the fire and the earth. He is a 6 casting cost and 2 of each threshold. And then he has 4 attack power and 6 defense power. And he is a unique. And he is a mortal, but he is probably also a knight or a sir. So he fits into several different themes as well. That's interesting. I didn't think about the fact that he's also mortal. So, I mean, you get to play him in some of those mortal decks as well, maybe?
Yep.
Yeah, and he has Lance. And Lance was explained by Team Covenant. And it is like a token. You get to bring it along. It adds 1 attack power, right?
1 power.
1 power. To both attack and defense then. Interesting. And first strike, of course. And I really think the first strike part, that's the interesting one. What do we think about Sir Lancelot?
I think he's cool. Of course, we had a discussion in our Discord yesterday about him. because he has this. Could you bring him up again?
Oh, sorry. Just putting him back.
Yeah. The first time Sir Lancelot fights each turn, untap him. And we had a little, discussion about what does fight mean.
Yeah.
Fight means you attack another unit.
Yeah.
So that could be a minion, but it could also be an avatar. And I think the last one is the interesting part, because if you are, somehow able to isolate an enemy avatar, and you can get Sir Lancelot near him, and you cast Gigantism on Sir Lancelot,
Ouch.
then he will be a 10 power minion.
At least with the first one, yeah, for sure.
He actually has 11 the first time. And then you can attack the avatar, deal 11 damage with the lance, untap him, and then deal 10 damage. And then you can bring any avatar from full life to death's door in one turn.
But I think the chances are not great.
Slim? Very slim.
But I do think that in general, it's just going to be really powerful to be able to untap him and then go again.
Yeah, and I don't think there are any. Yeah, okay, that's a lie. You could have the Great Old One and put Gigantus on that one. That would also just bring an avatar to death's door. But I think that is actually maybe the only two ways that you can bring an avatar from 20 to none in one turn.
Yes.
By only, having one minion.
Yes, and this is important to remember. The Sir Lancelot that Team Covenant presented was in foil, and it is going to be their subscription promo. So only if you're subscribed to the Team Covenant sorcery subscription, then you get one promo per box. So this is actually another old art version. There's probably, at least this is our take, and it has been for a long while, that all of the named characters will have a regular version, just like we saw Sir Tristan, but there will also be a special foil chase version where the art is done by Elvira Shakirova. So presumably, if this is true for all of the characters, this will be the third alternative art for Sir Lancelot. So there will be 3 different kinds of art. And again, we feel like we actually signed up, even though we're in Europe, we signed up for a subscription. It was both in case there were any delays this time. We wanted to be sure that we actually had a box. And also, we really wanted to have the promo because I felt like the Lightning promo was pretty cool the last time. And the fact that it's a guaranteed foil, I think that adds to the value of the subscription.
Definitely. But I think it was mostly due to being, scarred Europeans that got a very great lack of product.
Absolutely. Yeah, it is a little extra that it actually is a unique as a box promo this time. But again, I don't know what their subscription service is like, how many boxes are out there. But again, it is a little, I hadn't thought about the fact that it would also mean there's going to be more of it. But again, let's see how many actually end up out there. And yes, Mystic Moose already said it. Potentially 3 versions. I feel like super confident in saying that most of the named characters will have a regular version and a chase version, and then in this case also a promo version.
Yeah, also because it's kind of confirmed.
Yeah, I think so. No, Alan Ross. This version, this specific art version, you can't open, but there will be a regular version that everybody can open in packs.
Yeah, and the Benjamin. No, Benjamin. The Lancelot you see is not the special version.
No, or it's a promo version, but it's not the
gilded foil.
Gilded foil chase version.
No.
Just like we saw with Sir Tristan, that have the illustrated manuscript style that looks super cool and has like these really ornate details around it. We believe that all of the characters will have that. Pretty sure that they will have that.
Yeah, and as Ronnie also said, it's sad for you EU people that this is going to be expensive to order from Team Covenant.
I have to say, I feel like in terms of promo cards, I would really have loved to see, I don't know, maybe White Rabbit, who are collaborating with Sorcery for all of the Spiel events. Maybe they could have gone like a special promo that would be more Europe specific, because this is definitely a lot easier to get your hands on if you are in the US, because Actually, acquiring this does come with a lot of extra costs in terms of shipping, but also the value-added tax for that. In Denmark, that is 25%. So it is a lot of money if it gets hold up at customs, and you have to pay an additional 25% plus a handling fee. So very, very expensive.
Yes, it would just be nice to have some sort of big game store or game service hub in maybe in each region of the world where you would be able to get a special promo, because right now it's only been Team Covenant and Rudy.
Team Covenant and Rudy, and then there was also, of course, the buy a box promo that everybody should have gotten with their beta, the Headless Hunt, the Frazetta art. And I know that they're not super excited about promo cards, but I feel like if you're doing promo cards that are, and that they're not exclusive, everyone can buy from Team Covenant, but let's be real about the fact that it is more expensive for Europeans. So I feel like if they're giving out promos there, it would be nice to see like an equivalent for a European promo. But I also don't want it to go like madness with promos and having thousands of them. Benjamin, when I say characters, I mean like everybody who has a distinctive name from the Arthurian Legends myth. So Sir Galahad, Percival, Queen Guinevere, all the cards that we've seen so far that have names. I believe all those will have their own specific chase version. It's not confirmed, but we feel pretty confident about it.
Should we take the two last cards and then maybe do a
giveaway?
Do the giveaway.
Okay, guys.
Not going to hold you for that long, but you just love to talk about sorcery cards.
Yes, I'm sorry. We ramble.
Yeah, it's her fault.
Yes.
Big bus coming here. Boom.
Yeah. Okay, so we saw Rudosaurus, Archives of the Realm, spoil Weightless Squire.
Yeah.
Talk to me, friend. Talk to me about it.
I was
He's looking pretty sour. Do you see it?
It's my sour face. Yes. I was a bit disappointed about
not about the spoiler.
No, the spoiler was excellent.
It was epic.
I loved the video. I loved the King Arthur vibe that Root had going on. I think
what up for the editing?
Yeah, that was very cool.
That was awesome.
I had a sudden, urge to get a little hair myself, but yeah, can't win all the time. But I would have loved if this had been a 2-power minion. Of course, it comes with the lands, so it's technically a 2-power minion for at least a one-time use.
Yeah.
And it has airborne, but I think a 3 casting cost for a 2-power minion that becomes 1-power minion and has airborne, it's a bit too weak. I'm not going to. I don't think this card will see much play.
But he's also a mortal and a fairy, so dual types that you can play him in. And he's airborne, so you can use him like pretty much just as a flyer and a dropper of the lands. I think he does have like a utility there that you're able to fly all over and have more freedom of movement because he's airborne, and you could just throw someone the lands.
But he needs to survive for one turn. And
true. But if you're playing against someone who doesn't have like airborne, you might be able to navigate.
But almost any spell will kill him.
Okay. Argument closed.
Fireballs, heat ray, mind explosions.
Yeah,
he's dead to all of it.
He's a squishy guy.
Of course, I think the lands actually stays on the battlefield even though he dies.
I'm going to check with you, chat. Let's see what you guys say. I'm interested to see if other people are exciting. A lot of hits for the Squire art. Seems like it.
Draft shaft.
Seems weak. Okay. I'm the only one that feels like it could maybe be kind of cool.
It should have charge. Yeah. If that card had charge, that would be great.
But I mean, we don't know that we won't have a card that will be able to give charge. We haven't seen
but then you need to, use 2 cards to make 1 card good.
Yeah. We haven't really seen, and that's interesting. Have we seen not any recent magic spells, right? We haven't seen any recent magics.
Nope.
We've seen Love Potion, but that's a relic. Yeah. Have we seen any magics at all from this
Not yet.
set? Remind me in the chat.
Nope.
Best
to me,
best card
mortal is
art.
going to be a bad thing unless you are running a mortal deck. Yeah, but I think mortal decks might be good, and I would love to, use the werewolf, sack a mortal, and then cast the Keening Banshee.
Yeah, I'm scared about that deck. Both you and Rube are like, oh, this is going
Yeah,
to be great.
we got the sadistic little lights in our
Yeah.
eyes going, yeah.
Dead King, do we know if pre-orders will ship after? No, I believe I heard Zach mention that they are aiming at least to try and make sure that all the pre-orders, at least from Team Covenant, and I know also from some of the Danish stores, they're going to be able to ship it out so it arrives with the customer on the 4th. That's at least how I've heard it.
And Tsunami, King of the Realm. Oh yeah, I think King of the Realm is going to be a very hot card when Arthurian Legends hits.
We also have Mortality is about to see a lot more play.
Oh yeah.
Okay, guys, while you guys chat amongst yourself for a while and with Jens, I'm going to fill in the comment that is going to enter you into the competition
Oh,
to
mesmerism.
win
Sorry.
the to win the giveaway. So you need to remember to write the hashtag in front of it because we have like a giveaway tool for it. So it's going to be hashtag and then it's going to be Pietro. And I have no idea if that's how it's pronounced, but let's go with it.
It sounded cool.
Sounded cool. So Pietro, please write that in the chat right now and we will be finding a winner momentarily. Yes. Okay. Cool. Let's look at the final card. We have one card left.
Also, yeah, people say mesmerism. That is, of course, a spell, and it's a cool spell.
Yes.
Yeah, I think it's yeah.
But let's just.
It's unique. That's cool.
I'm going to get out our little giveaway here so we can have a look at it again.
All right.
And then we're going to have a look at it just when we find the winner. But I'm also going. Let's just check. Yes. But I'll switch it up just in a moment. Let's just check out the last one. We have the Questing Beast that was spoiled by the Questing Beast today. And I think a lot of people were like, oh, wow, okay, now we're playing unique, lethal, and stealth. And at the end, you're able to take a step.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I think it's very cool. Very, very powerful card. And also it's a beast, so you can actually tutor it up if you have enough mana with the assorted animals.
Yeah.
You can cast it a bit cheaper with the Camelot. If you have a mix, you can cast it very early. And having that extra step each turn means that it won't take long before it reaches your avatar.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm very, very scared of that card.
Just need lethal.
Questing Beast plus Gigantism. Oh, yeah.
Oof. Ouch. That's going to be wild. Questing Beast is favorite of the cards, but I also really like it. And I like that it has like this mythology behind it. And I think it's a really interesting card. And again, we did an entire video, so I'll keep it short. But I think it's really interesting that we're not just getting like knights and damsel in distress and Merlin. We're getting like a lot of mythology as well. We're getting all these fairies, questing beasts. I just think it's really cool that we're expanding these sets so it isn't just like cookie cutter knights. But we're also getting a lot of like additional flavor. I think that's cool.
Quirky giraffe.
Yeah,
I love that. I love that little nugget of information. No, I didn't know that either. But seeing some of the art that Questing Beast pulled up for us, I was like, yeah, that's a freaky giraffe.
Okay, I'm going to stop screen sharing so we can have a bit of a look at our lovely and beautiful card here. And our kitty could perhaps simmer down. Okay, now we're going to have a look at this. Guys, please do write Pietro in the comment section right now. Please remember the hashtag because then we're sure that the comment picker can pick it up. And I'm just going to check our giveaway tool that is registering all of your comments. I have 28 people who have registered to win it, and we have 38
online.
38.
Right now,
so we still need 10 people if you want to win it to write in chat if you want to win it. So I'm just going to give you guys a minute. Hashtag and Pietro down in the comment right now in the live chat, and then you are entered to join.
We have 41 now.
Or 41, some more people. Can you
Sorry
maybe let
about the
that
kitty.
one out?
Yeah.
Very noisy kitty.
Yeah, it's very hard to control the kitty.
But again, thank you so much for coming. I don't know if you guys know, but we are actually on our year 2 of making YouTube videos. Just loving talking about cardboard. And this year we sort of like had an internal little goal, and that was to hit 3,000 subscribers. And we are well on our way. I think we need like maybe 70 subscribers to hit 3,000, and that would be like amazing. We never thought we would get to 100, but 3,000 is like a major goal. So if you haven't subscribed and you feel like we might be fun to hang out with from time to time or make videos that you enjoy, please do consider subscribing. We would love it.
And tell your friends.
And tell your friends. It is not a prerequisite to win this, but if you feel like subscribing, it would be very cool. Yes, Pietro. Yes, and Rage Cody. I'm just gonna put you up on screen now. Please do make sure that you are actually following this guy. He's an amazing artist and he's done a lot of cool stuff. So go give him a follow on Instagram. And I think he's also open for commissions. So if you want to just DM him and talk about your idea for a project, I think he's very open to that. So go for that.
I love this. It's going in the scrapbook.
That's going for sure in the scrapbook.
Yeah.
Alan's saying that when I first started my sorcery journey, I thought you two were the makers of sorcery.
Oh, we wish.
We wish. Damn, I wish that was like our idea. I'm not smart enough for that, like at all. Oh, thank you for catching the typo. That's amazing. Make sure that you all write Pietro with an R there. Oh, you don't have. I'm sure that's not true. Anyways, we will definitely be friends.
Indeed.
Yes, absolutely.
Extended cardboard family.
Extended cardboard guy family. We have actually been speaking even like from the beginning. If we ever like won a lot of money, we would throw like a major cardboard party, just like have a barbecue going and play some cards. That would be awesome.
Oh yes, I have an official, unofficial card.
We have an official.
Art by Matthias Frisk, capturing my scarred bold essence.
Your beautiful, luscious locks there.
Lustrous locks.
Yeah, but it is kind of cool that you're on like an unofficial sorcery card. I think that's fun.
It was very cool. It was really fun to model.
Yeah.
Also because it looks the behind the scenes weren't as cool as the card, but Matthias, did some magic and it turned out really well.
It was a very cool card. Matthias's drawing was amazing and was very I feel like it's very nice and has like a flavor and a theme for being like a really tired foot soldier. I think that's cool.
Yeah.
The Jens token.
Very precise representation of Danish high school teachers at the moment.
Tired. So tired. And again, guys, I'm sorry, there's not like a ton of videos. We're trying to read like 1 to 3 videos each week, but we have started up our day jobs again. So that means teaching by day, trying to YouTube by night, and not enough hours to do both. Yes. Okay, guys. Final call for making sure that you get your little comment in there. An app card collector. Hello, we're about to do the giveaway.
Right.
If you want to win these beautiful altar cards, you need to hashtag Pietro. You need to write it in the comments, and then you are in the running to win this.
Indeed. And the winner will, of course, get these 3 absolutely amazing altars and a letter of authenticity.
Yes, it is signed by Pietro, and there's going to just be one winner. We feel like these are interconnected, so we need to give them away like as a bundle.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, guys. I am going to...
And gals and everything in between.
Guys, girls, whoever you are, if you like cardboard, you're welcome here.
Indeed.
I am just going to present, if I can do this, doing the text stuff here.
Card collector just snuck out of work. That's the way.
Boom. Yes. Okay. We only have 34. Oh, last one just got it in. Okay, so amongst those, can you see it on screen? Yes.
Yes.
I'm going to click the draw button now.
36.
36. Just got
Last
in there.
call. Last call.
I'm going to hit the button now, and it's going to show us who's going to win these. If you are the winner, please do get in touch with us at cardboard.guide and at gmail.com. And our email is also down in the description if you can't find it or can't remember it. Get in touch and let us know that you were the winner of this one. Guys, I'm hitting the draw button. Who will win? Let us see. Oh, we put ourselves in there. That's bad.
That's because you did the.
Oh, Nielsen. I feel like if this isn't Danish, this is actually a fun word, but it probably isn't. Okay, congratulations.
Yeah.
Please do remember to send us a message, send us an email, or get in touch with us via our Discord so we can get you an address and we can ship these off to you.
And also, thank you to Pietro for sending us these cards so we can do this amazing giveaway.
Please do make sure that you go follow him. He does so much cool stuff. And I'm sure that he's going to be making a lot of cool stuff in the future as well. So give him a follow on Instagram. Guys, wow, we talked a lot. I talked a lot. I'll admit it.
I did too.
Okay. Any last minute questions from chat? Then we're just going to hang out for like 5 minutes more and close it out. So any last minute questions? Oh, and please do hit the like button. YouTube and the algorithm is not being friendly at the moment. So please do hit the like button. It means a huge difference to us, but also for the video.
Indeed. And also thank you for sharing your time with us. We do really love to hang around with you.
Yes.
It's very cool.
It's really fun. I feel like we always have like a good time, and I love hanging out with you guys in chat. It's kind of cool. And also, if you are in Denmark or in any nearby countries, on October the 12th, our local game store where we go to play games and buy our stuff is actually hosting a sorcery tournament. So if you're interested, it's the 12th of October. It's a Saturday, and we will be there to play. And a lot of other cool guys and gals are going to be hanging out and playing sorcery. It's sealed format, and it will be with Arthurian Legends. So go check it out.
Decking says that maybe a bigger mat will be needed, as matches seems more quick.
Yeah,
I'm not certain, but you know, you could always make a bigger mat.
Sure. I mean, you could try it out, see if it feels like it's fun. I mean, if you have a bigger mat, it will also change the dynamic of how much. Wow, kitty. It will also change the dynamic of how much you're actually able to build up your resources before meeting each other and getting into conflict with the other minions and avatars. But I feel like it might be a cool thing to try out. There is actually a whole Discord just for alternative formats. You might see if anybody has tried it out there. I think that would be fun.
It could be.
Yeah, I always like experimenting with it. Thank you so much, Arbogast, and I am looking forward to seeing you at Spiel. Thank you, Nicholas. Have a great night. And you are also going to do next Friday. Oh, cool. We always love to hear people actually getting out there and playing some sorcery and getting other people interested in it. Guys, I'm going to say thank you here and
strangle the kitty.
Strangle the kitty. No cats will be harmed. Thank you so much for coming, and make sure that you get in touch with us so we can send you this.
Or
Marsen, who knows? And thank you so much for hanging out, guys. We will see you in our next video.
Yes, little kitty.
Bye.
Bye-bye.